Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jason Trio here with Bitrio.com. Today is Friday, October 21st, 2022. And let's talk about the Eververse new token details. Right, I also added this Me6 bot to shit, I don't even know. How do I get to my channel, dude? This is my channel? To the Discord. And that's cool. I just advanced to level 2. Oh yeah! I also want to do something, you know, with all this. There's just a lot of work. There's a lot of shit that you could do with Discord and everything, and there's just so many features and things you can add, and trying to run a guild and then making videos and doing this, trying to make some money. A lot of shit takes a while, but we're doing it slowly and steadily now. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it going, baby. Just get the ball rolling. All right, so let's talk about it. The Eververse deets. Talk about the deets with this announcement, this new announcement. Oh my goodness. Let's pull it over here. We're gonna pull it over. Oh yes, oh yes. All right, so here we go. Yesterday Deimos came out with a announcement at 5 p.m. sharp. He's not trying to be late. I'm on time, Pat. All right, so you know, it is what it is. Hey, all right, let's just read it, bro. Let's just read it, and then we'll give the opinion. We'll talk about it and all this stuff. All right, so we have some updates for you all. So let's dig in. The Cosmic Cup. The original plan to release Cosmic Cup was end of October, with a PR push and marketing campaign to drive lots of new eyes and players into the Battlebound community. We have all of this in the works, but yeah, after much playtesting, we've decided to make a design pivot, which will delay the Ultimate Cosmic Cup release until early December. We wish we could deliver on the original timeline, but we found the auto racing feature as the primary mode not satisfying enough from a player perspective. Now I went back and forth on this yesterday, just thinking about stuff, but yeah, I've been saying that. As soon as I saw, you know, what was the announcement, dude, there was an announcement up here. I was like, me can go back and check my videos. I was like, this ain't doing it. This ain't doing it. I don't even know when that announcement was. It was a while ago. The token is just not, or the auto racer, it's not doing it. People aren't going to really care about it. It's not enough. It's not enough. So it took them a while to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, this was a long time ago, dude. When they teased the turtle racer, you can go back in my videos, whenever the hell it was. I don't know what it was. Sorry for the scrolling here, but I gotta find it. And I can't even find it. It was before the hack. So it was before June 30th when they released it. Or maybe it was in Eva Snacks, actually. I'm not sure. But either way, I kind of understand it, because, right, let's say, here's how they're doing it. They're building it out, and they're like, we have an idea. They're not going to nix the idea and be like, oh, this sucks. They're going to try it first. They're going to hire contractors to do the animations. They're going to you know, code it. They're going to do whatever. They're going to make the rules and the stuff. Then they're going to be like, okay, it's not really our vision. It's not really good enough. But when I first saw it, I didn't think it was good enough either. So this is actually good news to me. We aim to onboard brand new players into the Eververse ecosystem with this mode, and since growing our studio, it's incredibly important that we deliver quality gameplay with all of our future updates. This is super important for Battlebound as we aim to onboard new Web 2 players into Eververse and create compelling game experiences for everyone. Here's a snapshot of what's coming with Cosmic Cup. So the new features is Cosmic Cup will now have a playable pilot mode. Cool. All players online who enter a race will control their turtles, cast abilities, and battle against each other on the way to the finish line. competing for fastest times. The fastest routes won't always win, as an energy system used to cast abilities incentivizes players to try new paths and attack strategies. Turtles will have individual stats and levels and gain experience. These stats will affect these abilities and play styles. Much more on this to come. Yeah, that's good. Should have did that. Hey, somebody should have told y'all. I mean, look, there's a lot that goes into it, right? You can sit from the sidelines and act like you know it all. I don't want to do that. But this was huge. I was saying this, let us race with the turtles. I mean, that would have been huge. So yeah, this is big. This is actually really good news. If they can deliver on this and make it good to pilot these turtles, I mean, this could be the best game mode out. This could be the shit. So this is really good and exciting news. Yeah, now, you know, I know everybody's going to be like, oh, but we got to wait. You know, yeah, hey, that's a part of it, you know, doing all this stuff. You're going to have to wait a little bit. Things don't always work as planned. That's why I also said in the Discord yesterday, from a project management perspective, didn't they just hire a project manager? What are y'all doing? Who is it? Who's the project manager? What you should do is design these releases so that you have big epics, you know, these big stories or whatever you're doing that you're trying to deliver. But you should also have these little quality of life improvements into the game that the players can actually feel, touch, the players can actually see in the game. Don't just have these huge release plans, and then if it falls through, then you have nothing for the player base, and they're like, oh, what the fuck? At least have low story points, low hour, man hour, release job stories, however you have it in there in the business, that the players can sink their teeth into. You know, like, I had all these ideas. Let us race with the turtles in the hoverboard. Let us have our custom loadouts. Let us have multiple gear at the same time. Whatever it is, take the feedback from the players, put it up on your board or whatever it is, rank everything, assign hours to it. How long is this going to take? Cherry pick the easy ones out that align with the vision of the game and the team, and put them in the game. Do that. So the players can all feel connected. The players can see the changes as it happens, instead of just seeing nothing and everybody's like, oh, like, it totally crushes morale when things like this happen. But if you have these small, easy releases that you can throw out, just these little things into the game you can throw out there, it will keep the morale up. So that was my idea. Hopefully they do something like that. And whatever. The turtle thing, though, it's good news in my opinion. The turtle is good news. Being able to control a turtle, cast abilities, you know, and knock other turtles on their ass, well, that's gonna be awesome. If they do it good, that's gonna be really awesome, dude. It's gonna be awesome. So good. We have to wait, you know. That's okay. That's okay. There will be a free turtle available to all players to play the piloting mode. These turtles will level up and gain stats, and will be on even playing field with the NFT turtles. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. I know Abel said something about this in the Discord, but this makes sense. Of course you're going to give free turtles. They give you free Evaverse characters, right? The white bots. Of course, everyone's going to have a free turtle. And it's not going to be like the hoverboard where it doesn't level up, which they'll probably change that in the future now too, because that's one of the big complaints. Hey, you get a 000 or a 111 stat board for free. And I've already put this feedback in there too. Why not make the free hoverboard 50-50-50? It's a balanced board. Give it to everybody for free so that they can compete. If they want to have a higher top speed, a higher acceleration, a higher handling, well, if they want to customize like that, then they can pay some money and get a custom board. But they can still compete with a 50-50-50 stat board. Do that. That would be an instant, easy upgrade that the players can actually see in the game, and it won't cost a lot of dev time. Come on. This is what I'm saying. Let's go. Let's go. NFT turtles will have a passive earning component where they will run races even when you're offline. giving you both tickets and Turtle XP. Racing your turtles or having scholars race them will recharge them and allow them to continue offline racing. Yeah, that's cool. We knew about that. So this is all good, dude. Cosmic Cup, this is actually great news. I know people are like, ugh, because of the delay, right? Here's like what happened. So if you scroll up here on the 8th of October, Deimos comes out and he's like, yo, we about to bring the heat on y'all dudes. We about to bring it. Yo, this shit's coming out at the end of the month, right? It's about to go down. So everybody got hyped up. And now everybody's like, oh, man. But if they had a little juice that they could have put out here, like, look, here, you know, we weren't able to deliver on our big goal, but we have these small little stretch goals or whatever it is that we could throw out there, and here's at least a little something. Now you could do this in game. Now you could do that in game. We added this to game. What, you know, you don't want to just, when you have scheduled releases, you don't want to just push these releases back. You want to still stick to the release, and maybe some features don't make it to the release. Now, here's the thing, too. I said this in Discord. It's like, who am I, right? I'm just a dude, and we're all talking in the Discord. We're telling these professionals, like Deimos and team, they're professional game designers, developers, and we're over here like, no, you should do it like this, right? We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. So that's true a little bit, right? They know more about game design than we do. But the player feedback is extremely important. If you don't have players with a game, then you don't have a game, right? You don't have a game, you don't have a community. And also, I do something similar to this for a living, you know? So I do represent a business for a living. So it's kind of funny, you know? I put myself in these shoes and I'm like, huh, I'm representing the players, right? Like the players are the business. So I'm like the commissioner or whatever for the players. So I can bring that perspective. Of course, I'm not right on everything, whatever, you know, all this stuff. But I actually do this for a living. So I have a little bit of knowledge. And hey, these are just my opinions as well. So like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I encourage the feedback. I want to hear what everybody has to say, you know. And I'm in the Discord. I'm listening to everybody. I'm reading. I'm responding. And I'm summing up what everybody's feelings are. And this is what I think the feelings are. And this is what I think a solution could be to keep the morale high. You have to look for easy wins when developing. Add stuff to the game little by little that the players can actually see. And then they won't be so frustrated. You know, you can bring the players along with the design of the game, with the creation of the game, instead of shooting for the stars and having these big things fall through. Also, perspective, right? I would like to go back and talk, like, who thought that the turtle was going to be good? Like, what was the thought? How were we thinking here? And I know, you know, you can look at it from afar and have a different opinion. There's all these things. And they were looking at it as unfinished, but then their perspective or their projection was that when it is finished, it's going to be so much better, this, that, and the other thing. Then when they got there, it wasn't there. So I don't want to sound like a know-it-all, like I knew this shit was shitty. But you can go back to my videos. You can go back to my videos when I was calling out the turtle races. Like, it's not doing it. It's not doing nothing for me. Like, no one's going to sit here and watch this shit. And if that's the main thing. Oh, even Kuki Tanuki came in the chat and he was like, I'll watch it if I'm drunk. I was like, all right, well, there you go. That's one vote for the turtle auto racer watching. Kuki will watch it if he's drunk, right? I was hype on the passive income. So we still have the passive income. We still have the auto racer too, but the passive income is really cool. But watching it, not going to be enough. Not enough. So I'm happy that they're doing the pilot mode. It's going to be cool as shit, dude. You're controlling a little turtle, running around, blasting other turtles with abilities and stuff. You got energy bar. As long as they make different strategies, viable strategies, this game mode is going to be awesome. All right, so now let's talk about the EVA token. We've already begun engaging investors for the Evaverse token round. With our end of year in sight, we're We're keeping these conversations localized to close parties that have been in contact with us throughout the year, and we'll ramp up funding in January when most VCs have returned from the holidays. So this sounds bad though, because that means they don't really have investors. You know, they're like, it's just like, yo, real low amount of people. They're not even trying to reach, which that's okay, you know, right? People with money, right? Excuse me, not me. I ain't got no money. It's the holidays though. You know, I know how it is. Everybody's just chilling for the holidays pretty much. You getting a holiday spirit. Hey, you see I got a pumpkin on my shit? That's another thing I think Evaverse could have did. Throw some pumpkins, throw some holiday Halloween items in the Evaverse. What are you waiting for? It's the 21st of October. You're gonna wait till the last week in October to run a Halloween event? I mean, that's what it seems like it, but I would have did that shit early. 2 weeks. Should have been last Monday on the 17th. Should have ran that shit out and run it for 2 weeks. Easy, small things. I'm sure there's some sort of Unity preset where you could just slap a bunch of freaking haunted houses and pumpkins throughout your world. You know, probably just like they did with the Christmas trees and the Christmas presents. And I think they did the Christmas presents late, but that was still banging too. So I would have adjusted to the turtle pilot mode way sooner, and I would have released this Evaverse Halloween event way sooner as well. Seems like the timelines are off on these things. Like, where's the there's just no player engagement, right? There's no player engagement. So do we want player engagement in Evaverse? If we do, let's do things like this to get player engagement. You know, here's a big fault that I see happening, right? This Cosmic Cup turtle relate thing, it's got a PR push, marketing campaign to attract all players. Everything hinges on this turtle thing. It makes sense, but that's all your eggs in one basket. What happens if that doesn't work out? What happens if the turtle race is delayed? It is delayed. Now what? Now nothing? Now it's like, where's the small, easy wins that the developers can do? Low, you know, that low-hanging fruit. The easy stuff that's gonna have a big impact. That's what's missing. It's like Deimos is like Babe Ruth or something, just at the plate, and all he wants to do is hit home runs. That's it. He's like, I'm knocking this shit out of the park. Fuck it, this shit's gone. Well, Babe Ruth struck out a lot, man. You know, hit or miss. You're either gonna hit a home run or you're gonna fucking strike out. Instead of that, I mean, you can still beat Babe Ruth, but let's get a base hitter on the field. Let's get a base hitter on the team. Somebody's gonna hit base hits for you. Let's get Ichiro out there. He's gonna knock base hits so that when you do hit a home run, you're gonna have extra runs. And if you strike out, at least you're still gonna have somebody on first base or second base so that somebody else can come up and knock him in, you know? Not all or nothing. Seems like that is the strategy. I would say that might be a slight mistake here. Let's get some base hits, y'all. Let's get some easy base hits. All right, so they're looking to close the round ASAP next year. You know, the token, I already estimated that the token will come out Q1 in 2023. I made this estimate a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, whatever the hell it was. I don't know. Go back, check the videos, whatever. I already estimated that the EVA token wasn't coming out until Q1 2023, and now reading this, I'll actually push my prediction out to Q2 2023. So now I think the token's going to come out Q2 2023. Which again, you know, hey, delays happen. This is okay. We can't get all butthurt and all upset about delays, token delays, game mode delays, right? That's gonna happen. It takes time to build a game, all this stuff, that's gonna happen. But what the dev team could do is throw these easy things out that's gonna have a big impact on the game, big impact on the community. That's how you balance that. At least that's how I would balance that. Like I said, Deimos and they're all the professionals. I'm not a gaming professional. I'm a business professional, but I'm not a gaming professional. So I don't know, you know, he knows how to build these games, these pipelines and all this shit and this and that. So maybe this is how it's done. I'm just giving my perspective as a player, as a business professional, and that's it. This is my point of view. I feel like I have my finger on the pulse of the community, on the gamers pretty well. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, people can give me feedback and say, bro, you're way off base. You don't even know what you're talking about. Hey, I'm open to that, and that's cool. But I think I have a realistic understanding of what's going on here. And hey, I think my ideas are pretty all right. My ideas are, you're all right. You're all right, Doug. So anyway, all right, let's get into this meat right here. We're targeting 3% of the entire token to be distributed to holders and players over time as an airdrop, and 45% to be distributed through in-game player rewards. Due to regulatory risk as it stands, we will not be conducting a public sale. We will have a brand new white paper by the end of the month, which outlines the tokenomic strategy and roadmap for Eververse and Battlebound moving forward. So, all right, first things first, 45% play to earn. Yeah, that's the highest I've seen. That's absolutely amazing. That's really, really good. That speaks to the longevity that Battlebound is seeking in this Eververse game. 45%. I haven't seen anything high like that. That's amazing. That's going to pull players in, be like, look, there's a lot to get. 45% is still up for grabs. Let's play. And maybe that'll be over 6 years, 5 years that 45% will come out, you know? So that's great. That's great. But the 3% that the holders and the players are going to have to split or share, maybe it's 2% holders, 1% players that have the current tickets and badges. That seems super low. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen 3%. 3% for holders. I mean, we're talking about it in the Discord. You know, Splinterlands gave 13% to the holders. Gods Unchained gave 7%. You know, the players are going to get taken care of. I'm not really worried about the players because the players, we're good with the 45%. Over time, you'll get your airdrop based on what you've already accrued. The tickets, the badges, and then you'll be able to play and get a big chunk, 45%. It's the holders that are getting absolutely destroyed with this under 3%. I mean, that is so low. That is so low. I can't wait to see what the team allocation is, because we got 45% for the in-game rewards. We got 3% for the holders. That's and the players, right? So it's even less for the holders, but it's so 45% plus 3%. That's 48%. So 52% is up for grabs now. What are they going to do with that 52%? The public sale, that's usually like, you know, 5-10% or something. That's out. They're not doing a public sale. So they're going to do a private sale. They're going to do a team. The team's going to get paid. Of course, right? Of course they're going to get paid. That you can lump that in with the investors, the partners, and the team. You know, how much are they going to get? Are they going to take 20%? 25%? How much are they going to take? Is that where the bulk's going to go? The private sale, you know, what's that? 10%, 5%, something like that. And then maybe they'll have a DAO, they'll have some staking, they'll have a pool that they're going to give away for rewards and promotions. You know, what's that? 5%, 10%? I mean, it just seems like it's off skew. I'd also like to know who designed this as well. Where are they looking? What are the ideas? You know, I talk a lot like, oh, I want to know all this stuff, right? But who am I, right? I'm nobody. I'm just an outsider here. But I am heavily invested in this game. I play it almost every day. So I would like to think that I have a good grasp on what's going on. And my opinion is valuable here. Even if it's a little misguided because I don't know the inner workings of what's going on. Which, you know, I want to know. I want to know the inner workings. Let's go. Put me on a team. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Tag me in, bro. Ichiro. I'm Ichiro. I'm here. All right, so they're coming out with a new white paper. And the shooter mode, you know, they begin testing with the shooter mode. It's just railgun. You know, it's here, down here. It's just railgun. Just railgun. So but this is the beginning. They just started. So let's go. All right, so that's the announcement. That is what we have to talk about today. I'm gonna look into the chat now. What is up, everybody? What's up? We're gonna look into the chat, read some comments, and we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk it over. All right, Okie Drew's here, Gerald's here, Chambers Little's here. What's up? What's up? All right, here we go. We're gonna read first. Okie Drew, massive updates and massive new news was supposed to happen in October. Possibly get beta early October, and we were told 10 days prior to the end of October. None of it's happening until December 1st. But yeah, the new turtle feature, I think 10% better. Yeah, that's the thing, Okie. That's what I said. It's way better. Way, 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 way better. The pilot hitting a turtle, controlling your own turtle. Way better. The only thing is, why did it take so long to recognize that it was way better? I mean, again, I ain't nobody, but I was saying it months ago that they need we need to control the turtle, and the auto racer, it ain't cutting the mustard. I mean, I was saying that. You go back to my videos. So that's why I would question who on the team is recognizing this stuff and saying. I also posted something in the comments too in the BattleBound Discord, like, look, it's possible that Deimos was just doing a shitload of work, because Abel came out and said, yo, why is it that when it was Anagar and Deimos, they were getting all tons of shit done, like mad shit done, and now they got like 20 people on the team, and it's like, what's happening? They're doing less. Seems like they're doing less. And I said, hey, look, it's possible that Deimos was just doing a shitload of work. He was just out there beasting, and now he's hiring everybody. He's interviewing people. He's talking to people. That takes a ton of energy. He's figuring out. He's assembling the team. There's a lot of energy that goes into that shit. So that's what happens, I think. And Deimos actually emoji'd responded to that with the BattleBound icon. So that's probably what happened. You know, Deimos has been out of the mix, and he just happens to be a really good developer, and he was the one that was doing a lot, him and Anagar. Now with Deimos not developing as much as he was, this is what you're seeing. You know, this is what you're seeing. It's not as much, but that's good news as well, because we can look at it on the positive side, and we can say, all right, now that he's back in the fold, now that he hired a bunch of people, he's gonna be ripping. So next year, you know, it's gonna rip, it's gonna rip, it's gonna rip, it's gonna be really good. Now the players don't want to hear that, because they've already been hearing that. That's why I say these little releases that the players can actually sink their teeth into. That's something that they can see and feel, which the best machine tried to be that. The paint over is that. The paint over is really good. The snacks machine will be something like that. Just little things. What's easy for you developers? What is easy? Find easy things. Poll the community. What do they want to see? Take that list and then put points to it, hours to it. Find out what is easy that you can do that the players want, and then do it. Mix it in. What up, Gerald? I think they want the most news around the token release, and they will keep postponing. Well, everything's tied. Yeah, the PR push, you know, so much is tied to the Cosmic Cup and everything. It's all tied to one thing. So if one link in the chain breaks, then that's it, right? The link has broken. So that's a strategy, right? You're gonna pile stuff on, you're gonna make everything good, but there should be a backup. That's the home run strategy. Like I said, let's get some base hits out here. Chambers Little, what in the freak is going on? They lost all the wave that was generated in April, and for sure they want to generate it with many new player features at once. Already with the number of current players, it is not much risk to postpone and bet bigger. Yeah, I guess. But then you're just, yeah, I mean, I guess that's a way to look at it too, Gerald. Since there's not many players, really, what's the harm in just, you know, crushing the current players because they're looking to the future and they're going to get everybody? But I disagree with that strategy. I say you should build incrementally, little by little, create that strong foundation, that strong community, instead of just trying to blow up big, because when you do it like that, you quickly rise. Well, you could just as quickly fall. But if you slowly rise with periods of peaks and booms, then, you know, you have a strong foundation, a strong base that can help you sustain in bear markets and stuff like that. So I see that perspective, Gerald. You know, I appreciate bringing that out. It makes sense, but I would disagree with that strategy. Chambers Little, what are the people in the Eva chat talking about? I don't understand what Anton and Degenerated are saying. They're, you know, they're a little... It's you know, Anton's pretty much saying it's good. You know, he's playing the one side like it's good. Degenerate's kind of saying it's bad. So, I mean, you could just go in there. You're not in the Battle Bond Discord. It's just a chat. Just the Eva chat. Just go in there and post your opinion. You know, and that's one thing about Deimos, man. Hey, he lets everybody speak their mind. I mean, you shouldn't go in there and be rude or be, you know, hostile, but he's not going to get offended. You know, all this feedback is valuable. It's extremely valuable. So get your ass in there. Post it up. All right. Okie Drew says quality of life of the game seems like it's any day and shouldn't be too hard to implement, like the new UI that they're already shown us months ago as a tease. It's crazy to have 20 people on a team and the user interface takes this long to implement. We just want the small stuff while we wait for the new game modes. Yep. Well, yeah, 20 people on the team. I think there's only one person working on the UI. It's the culture too, you know. We don't know. Deimos wants a really chill, really relaxed culture. This is me from the outside looking in. No pressure. Maybe he came from a stressful environment at Riot Games or previously, or maybe he came from a relaxed environment at Riot Games previously and he wants to mimic that and create that environment, that culture where everybody's chilling. You know, there's no pressure, there's no stress. Do what you got to do. And I could dig it. You know, I understand that. But at the same time, everybody's got to be professional. You know, everybody's got to be professional because some people will take advantage. And it's just a lot. Like, there's a lot of nuance here. There's a lot of things that we don't know. But yes, Oki, I agree. That's what I'm saying. You have to bring little things, little things that are easy for the developers, that line with the game perspective for the long term, for the future, that the players are asking for, that will really help increase the player base little by little. You have to think of things, poll the community, find out what could be done, and put those on your release dates. Spend a few hours on those things to release them and slowly release it. These little things will add up. It's like doing 100 push-ups a day, you know? Just do these little things. That would be my strategy. No more daily mantras. Yup, no more daily mantras. I mean, you could do the daily mantras, but they ain't gonna work. All right, what do we got for tickets here? So all in all, look, it's not all bad though. It's not all bad. It's not all lost. Shit is still going to the moon, but we just got to give our feedback. That's all. We just got to give our feedback, let our voices be heard, and hopefully the things change. Hopefully now Deimos is going to spend some time working. Dude, do I always get 2% bonus? Seems like I always get this 2% bonus here. All right, 6 arrivals, 2 zeniths, and 0 celestials. Gerald says, I think there are ways to take care of your player base. Tournaments, things like that. They did with Kagi and more armed. You can take care of the player. Yeah, that's another idea I put in there. Some sort of tournament. So I think it was Keith. He was talking about the game loop with, what's it called? Fortnite, and how that's really cool. And he really likes that. And one of the things was the battle royale where everybody's eliminated. And I had an idea like, yo, just throw that in there easy, right? Every hour, every other hour, there's a tournament in game, right? That's got to be easy enough to code. There's a tournament in game every other hour. So 1 hour, there's a tournament. Everybody races for that 1 hour. And then after that hour, you get paid out a ticket. You get paid out an NFT, a sticker, whatever. Just make something. Seems easy enough. And then the next hour, it's free. There's no tournament. And then the next hour, it's a tournament. So every other hour, there's a tournament in game. Easy. That's got to be somewhat, like, I'm not a coder, but that's got to be relatively easy, not take a long time to do. Things like that are gonna blow this game up. Little things like that will make it huge. Then when you do hit your home runs and you have these goals of doing the PR, you're gonna have all these little things in place that you were planning anyway. So the feedback has to align with what you were planning, right? You're planning to do tournaments, you're planning to do all these things anyway. Just get them out a little sooner instead of waiting for everything. You know, I don't know how they do it. Maybe they just put things in one big group and they're like, we're gonna focus on best machine, then when we roll out best machine, we'll focus on this, then we'll focus on that. You know, I'm not sure how exactly they do it. We got some players out here though. Got some peeps playing. Oh, Asia 2. We're gonna hop in Asia 2. GG, it's over. Nah, it's not over. They should just give us free bitcoins. Oh, the raise not gonna let me raise. All right, Eggshell's up in here. Yo, what up? What up? Hanging out, hanging out. Streaming, talking about the new announcement. Oh, let me in. Oh yeah. All right, let's hear it. Let's see what you gotta say about it, Eggshell. Come on in. Eggshell's gonna come in here and tell us his feedback. Yo, what up, Eggshell? I think it's good. I think it's good. You know, long term, it's good. We're gonna look back on this moment and we'll be like, you know, we won't even remember this really. We'll remember it, but the time from now to December, we won't think that it was that long. That's how time works. Time flies. But then again, the morale, see? So that's the responsible, mature way to think about it. And from the business perspective, gaming perspective, right? The studio perspective. And it's true. But from the player base perspective, the player morale perspective, it's way down. Everybody gets hit. Everybody gets mollywopped. And there's nothing to bring it up. You know, so that's the biggest part, I think. There's a gap between the team and the players. There's a big gap between the team and the players. They need to fill that gap. Whether they do it now or they do it when they hit it big, I mean, that's, you know, that's the glaring weakness right now. And that's just my opinion. And I have a little bit of perspective into that because I would say that's possibly the gap from the last game as well. No players. So let's fix that. Let's not let this game fail because of lack of players. Hey man, we can race as our turtle just like what you want from the last vid or the last stream. How do you do it? Let me know, bro. That's another easy fix that I would say. Let us gear up our pets and race as my pet. I mean, that would be cool. Why not? That doesn't break the game or do anything. I mean, the only knock or the only feedback you could say for that would be, well, it takes away from the turtle game mode. Because we only want the pets and the stuff to be in that game mode. You know, I could get that. I can understand that. Well, how about, you know, then drum up a drop, right? A new character or something that the players can get, a drop or something like that. That's quick. That's easy. It's not easy, like, oh, just freaking do it. But it's easy enough, you know? It might take a few hours, a day or two or whatever. But it's easy enough. It's not going to take you weeks and months. You know, just look back to the Christmas event. How long did that take to create the Eva Wonderland? All right, it didn't take long at all. It was a spur of the moment thing, and maybe it took a week. You know, I'm just guessing here. I have a little bit of knowledge on that event. But those types of things, I mean, that was amazing. Look at the engagement. Look at the players. Look at the Steam charts. Way more people started playing. And if we could get pulses of players like that throughout the game progression, the game development, that's the way to do it. Instead of trying to swing everything and make it go. You know, Let's not be less like Babe Ruth and more like Ichiro Suzuki. All right, that's what I'm saying. Be like Ichiro. And of course, you're gonna have your big hitters, your home runs, but I mean, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, you know? It was funny to see Kagi on track 2 being a mess. Haha, I remember Susie's just like him on her first try. Yeah, it was funny. Kagi doesn't play though. See, that's the thing, right? Why doesn't Kagi play? There you go. Why don't you go ask Kagi why he doesn't play, right? We want people to play. You think the Turtles are just going to all of a sudden bring Kagi in and other players like that? No, I mean, they might bring a little bit in, but what? I mean, the first thing I would do is poll the player base. Put a freaking poll in Discord. Put a Google form out there. I mean, when's the last time we had a Google form? Where is the player connection? Put a poll out there. Ask people what they want to see. Filter this stuff out. Put something out there easy that you can do quick, you know? I mean, we're gonna have a Halloween event. This is something. I think we're gonna have a Halloween event. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. That's something that could help. They're gonna have a tournament or something, and the winner or whatever, you know, is gonna get this, that, and the other thing. More events, more community events. Who the hell's calling me? More community events, more things like that. That's the biggest gap. That's the biggest thing right now that's missing. You know, because there's going to be delays. There's going to be misses, timeline misses throughout the development of the game. Of course, all types of that. That always happens when you're building software. So why not, if you know that it's going to happen, why not plan for these little small things that could come out? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you gotta, hey, like I say, I'm just an outsider here. All speculation. You know, I mean, you got to create the pipeline. I guess that's like the requirements. I don't know what pipeline means. I guess I could just look it up real quick. Pipeline and development. See what it means. A pipeline is a process that drives software development through a path of building, testing, and deploying code. Okay, so it's a process. Cool. By automating the process, the objective is to minimize human error and maintain a consistent process. Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. So that's what they're doing right now, right? They're building up this pipeline. They're setting the process. They're setting the requirements. They're setting the goals and all the things that they need. So that's another thing probably that's taking time, right? Maybe they're building out the code for this pipeline, and that's taking time to do. And once they do have it built out, it'll be a lot easier to drop things in the code because they have the shell, the eggshell, right? They have the process already defined. So that makes sense. GG, it's Doomsday. Come on, Chambers Little. What are you talking about? Not Doomsday. Eggshell says, I think Cosmic Cup may be released next year. Yeah, you might be right. And either way, that's okay, though. You know, that's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. That's fine. That's why I say, if that's the case, which it could be, only time will tell, instead of having nothing for the players to chew on, you need to put low-hanging fruit. You need to put easy stuff in the pipeline. Put easy stuff in the releases. It has to be done. At least in my opinion, right? Who the fuck am I? I'm nobody, but I would say from my experiencing building software, right? And yeah, it's cool. It's kind of cool that I have experience doing this. That's what I would say. What, you know, you have to do it. You can't just let the business, and the players are the business in this situation. You can't just let the business hang like, oh, well, hang in there, business. Hang in there, players. We'll get it. We'll get it. Like, what? You got to give something to the business. What, I mean, just, right? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It could be that in Web 2 or gaming, traditional gaming, that's how you built it. But this is Web 3. The players are engaged all along the way. That's one of the unique things about it. The players help you kickstart your game. They're here now. We get to play all through development, talk, feedback, all this stuff. So in this environment, you don't want to wait forever. And if you can't hit your timelines, you know, tell the player base, hey, we can't hit our timelines, you know, that's it. Sorry. You need to keep those players engaged. Otherwise, the players are just they're gonna be disengaged, as everyone is. They're gonna walk away. Nobody's gonna play the game. See? Nobody's playing the game. Nobody's playing the game. You know, and see, that's a feedback loop too. Like you're sitting here, you're gonna be like, oh, let's wait until we hit a home run with this, then we'll get players in here. Instead of creating that loop where the players come, the players play, and that in turn attracts more players that see people playing. And that's a marketing tool in and of itself. Players playing attract other players. Okay, that's a strategy of it in and of itself. There's a strategy right there. And it's just my opinion, but it makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm sure they would say it makes a lot of sense too. I mean, I would guess that they would just say, you know, we don't have the resources or whatever, you know. I don't know. Huh? Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so the Cosmic Cup might come out next year. And if that's the case, that's what we have to deal with, because that's how long it takes to build the game good. But like I'm saying, instead of having everybody pissed about that and just saying, ah, fuck it, and bouncing, give players something else. Easy. Of course, I'm stressing easy. It has to be easy for the development team. It has to be quick and easy for them to do. It's very important to do that along the way. Keep people engaged. That's one thing maybe that they're dropping the ball on. You know, go look at Steam charts. When the Ever Wonderland was out, dude, man, this shit was pumping. Shit was bumping. People were here, hyped. And then after that, you know, the wave was going. After that, the wave was up. And then they came out with the map, NFT. The wave was up. And then they just disappeared. It's like they just totally dropped the ball. It's like Deimos just handed the ball off and that was it. He handed the ball off and fumble. Oh shit, get it. It's a scramble. It's a mad scramble. Everybody just trying to get the ball and shit. The ball is just kicking around and nobody know what's going on. Yo, fumble. Ball. So, yo, it's time to pick it up. It's time to pick it up now. And it can be done because, yo, the game's awesome, right? The game's cool. The game ain't going nowhere. It's just the player base. The player base is going somewhere. The player base has exited. So I would say have a, all right, what do they say? An agile approach here, you know? Is that what they say? Agilely? Hey, but what you barking about? Yeah, see, the pup barked on that. Pup likes it. Said, hell yeah, bruh. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll see. They should be able to take this feedback. Or, I mean, I know they probably don't watch my shit, but they'll probably take the feedback of the Discord. I type in the Discord and, you know, let's go. Listen. There you go. Even the song's jiving with me. Listen. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. All is not lost. Because they planned to release on July and became because they planned on releasing in July and then it came at the end of October. Yeah. What will be the price of the token? Who knows? We don't know. We don't know what the price will be. If they make a successful game, the price of the token is going to be high as hell. If they make they keep fumbling the ball without, you know, a backup plan, or it's not even a backup plan. It would just be a strategy to add these easy stories, these easy titles, whatever they call it. You know, I don't know what they call it internally. You know, the UI, that's one. The paint over it, I'm sure that took a lot though, but that's one. The best machine, that's something. The best machine didn't hit as hard though, and so the best machine was something that the idea was there. The idea was there to bring engagement into the game. Hey, get off of that. Hey, get your ass off of that. Eating that. Pup eating, biting everything, dude. Come on, Pup, what you doing? Stop eating everything. So yeah, the best machine was trying to do that to bring player engagement, but it just took too long and it didn't hit the mark. So it was, you know, but that's okay though. Like but okay, so, but that if you're estimating the hours that it's going to take to do that, 6 months or whatever it is for the best machine, don't do it. That should be a long goal. That shouldn't be one that's coming out quick and easy. It has to be easy stuff, quick stuff that Anagard, Deimos, and the team could slap out rather quickly and get out there. Get off! Come on, what you doing? And don't misinterpret my wording for quick and easy as shitty, okay? Because it still has to be high quality. I'm not talking about quick and easy shit. Just throw anything out there. No. I'm talking about good things that, number one, the community wants. That's why you should poll the community. And number two, it's in line with what the developers want to bring to the game. So it meets their goals as well. But it's just not, she's just down here biting everything. But it's just not that hard to bring to the table. Like, it's just not that hard. Like, let's say this right here. All right, loadouts. Add another thing here, loadouts, where you can have your skin, your hoverboard, and your gear saved. Boom, saved loadouts. That would be cool. People would like that. That can't take that long. I mean, like, again, I'm just guessing. I don't know if it can take that long, but these are the things that should be discussed, I would say, internally. You need to figure out what takes long, what takes not, what do you want to add. Because right now, I would say they're building this like a Web 2 game. They're building it like a Web 2 game where they're waiting to hit the market until everything's out. They're waiting to hit the market until the whole game's built. Maybe I'm right about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. You know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's where that's my view from my vantage point. I'm ready to be a consultant. Bring me on the team, Deimos. I'm ready to be a consultant. Let me consult. Consult with Jason. I can represent the business. I mean, that's what I do in my real world anyway. I can represent the business. And who's the business? The business are the players. The players are the business. Right? You're selling this game to the players. That's the business. You're developing this game for the players. So why are the players not involved at all? Like, your player base isn't getting, they're totally distraught, disconnected, like they're just disappeared. They're nowhere and nothing. They're not engaged in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing going on. I mean, we have Susie with the Eva thing, Eva chat, what is it? Eva Fest, or is that Kurzop? So there's two things that are going on. We got Kurzop with the DJ once a week for an hour, and then we got Susie with the, what does she do? It's like Race With Me or something like that. And I'm not knocking them, right? They're good, they're doing their thing, but they both do 1 hour each week. What? That's nothing. That's like a tiny piece of freaking, that's not enough. It's not enough. It's good, it's good. I'm not knocking them, I'm not talking shit. Let's go. You know, it's still good, it's a start. But why is it so low? Why is it so little? Not enough. Not enough. More engagement, more engagement, more engagement, more engagement. Need more. Obviously, that's not doing it. How hard is it to create a sticker on Evolut? Take you freaking 10 minutes to create a sticker, upload it to OpenSea, right? So easy. These things are so easy, but yet they're just not being done. Damn, you talking shit. Hey, I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just, like I say, I'm not knocking Curza. I'm not knocking Susie. Oh, hey, they're doing good. I would just say, from my perspective, player base, obviously, there's no, look at the Steam charts. Nobody's playing the game. No one's engaged with anything. So why isn't that a focus is all I'm saying. That's not getting enough spotlights, and there's no focus on that. And it could be because they're like, hey, like, you know, we'll wait for the Cosmic Cup. We'll wait for the Turtle. Well, okay, that doesn't come out to December. What if it doesn't come out until January? What if there's another delay, right? So everything hinges on that chain. And if one link breaks, then, you know, the whole dominoes fall apart and we got to wait. And hey, this is just one man's opinion, you know? This is just my opinion, and take it or leave it. Could be wrong, could be right, could be somewhere in the middle. It is what it is. I'm just saying, you know, the Evolute, it's just, that's something easy as hell too. I know that's easy because I do graphics. That's easy as hell. Fucking, I could make, look at my OpenSea, dude. I got like fucking 50 stickers that I made, and like, you know, whatever. You could just, and the people aren't going to go goo goo gaga over the stickers. They're not really going to go crazy for it. But it's just an example of a low-hanging fruit, something that could be done quickly, easily. And that doesn't mean low quality. The stickers could be high quality. I mean, shit, you can even pay somebody on Fiverr to make your things. Probably what they did in the first place to make the stickers. All these things add up. Stack these things on top. Keep doing these things. Keep thinking of other things to add to engage the player base. Why is that not a big focus? Now that's a question I have. Why isn't the player engagement a big focus? It should be a big focus. I mean, if you make a game and nobody's gonna play it, what's the point? It's like a trophy you just put out. Hey, I made this game. Yeah, I know nobody logs in and plays it, but I'm gonna show my girlfriend. Hey, babe, look at this game. Right? You're making a game for the people, for the public, for the business. The people are your business. The players are your business. So why are they not a huge part of the plan? They gotta be, man. That has to change. The players have to be a huge part of the plan. Otherwise, right, it's Web 2, right? It's just Web 2. It's the old traditional game mode where you wait to release your game until it's all built. And the players don't have no say. They don't really have any input or anything. This is different. The players are here from the beginning. Players are here before you even got an operating game. Players are here on, like, you know, oh shit, this looks cool. Hey, cool demo, bro. This is a cool demo. You know, this is like the new age fundraising Kickstarter style stuff. So why aren't the players more involved? You know, it seems like it's strange, I think, when I talk about it like that. It seems weird. Huge gap, fumble, all that. Oh! And I hope it's addressed. I really hope it's addressed. It has to be. Otherwise, what? People are just going to bounce, you know? It's just going to be like a shell. Everyone's just going to be in the Discord saying, good morning! As it pretty much has somewhat turned into like that. Everybody just comes in there and says good morning because there's no substance. There's nothing to talk about. The players aren't getting anything. And I understand it takes time for this stuff to happen. But there's easy things that could be put out there, and I've already made a few examples, and there's more and there's less. You know, you might think my examples suck, and then somebody else has a better idea, and that, hey, that's a great idea, you know. Yes, this all has to be happening, though. This all has to be happening. The brainstorm, the talking, all this. So let's go. Hey, we're at the beginning of something great, you know. And the players just have to be more engaged. And I'm sure most would agree with that. Otherwise, again, you know, you're going to walk into the Discord and it's just going to be good morning. And everybody's going to be saying good morning. And then at night, everybody's going to be saying good night. And it's just going to be everybody saying good morning, good night, good morning, good night. Like, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, man. Good riddance. Yeah. Yeah, no, it ain't like that. It's not like that. That's where, like, you know, maturity comes in. Like, look, expectations, right? We know that it takes forever to build a game. We know that this shit ain't easy. We know that there's going to be hurdles and pitfalls and delays and stuff. This is all normal and expected. There's going to be changes and pivots and adjustments and, you know, things that can't be done, things that can be done in scope, out of scope. All this is it. There's tons. There's tons of stuff like that. And we know this. So if you know this, why wouldn't you have a big emphasis on offsetting that? Is it? My music's loud as hell. Your music's straight loud, bruh. Yeah, this song is kind of loud. All right, how about this? We'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. Yeah. So what it is sometimes with the music, thanks for telling me. I do, yeah, no problem. I do, like YouTube videos, like playlists, and I'll watch that in the background, and then I have the sound on a certain amount. And then sometimes I'll do my own music library, like which I'm doing right now. And then that is adjusting, so yeah, it's all. And then this song, I think in particular, is just pretty loud. Rain. Astronaut. So yeah, we turn it down. We turn it down for y'all. Blowing your eardrums out. And I'm putting all these good ideas out here. I'm putting all this juicy feedback out here. And the music, you can't even hear me talking. What the fuck? I don't even know what his feedback is, bruh. But I don't think they listen to my shit anyway. They probably don't watch this. But anyway, you know, it's going to take everybody, you know, all the feedback. Put your comments in the Battlebound Discord. I put my comments in there. You guys put yours in there. And, you know. Am I on the payroll for Team GM? Nah, I ain't on nobody's payroll. I work a 9 to 5. I work a regular job. You know, I don't do any of this. This is like, this is what I do on my side. This is my free time. But like I said, I do something like this in the real world. I represent business and we build software. And I basically put the requirements of the business, what we need, talk to the developers, and build out the stories, all that stuff. So it's like software development. Somehow I found myself in this role. It was pretty wild. I don't know how it happened. Just from doing the work, you know, I just started doing the work and there it was. It just went from there. All right, I got that to do. All right. I'm a mod on Team GM. That's my job. That's what's up. Good for you. Oh, so you do it for free? Oh, you do it for free? Yeah, that's not good. I mean, you know, it's all right, I guess, but well, he earns the tickets. All right, so that's the spiel for today. You know, we did it. We put our feedback out there. We threw it out there in the universe. We threw it out there on the airwaves. Music might have been a little too loud. Apologies for that. But, you know, we were jamming. We're hyped up. Hyped up today. So we got the music on blast mode. We hyped up. And we want to express ourselves today. So I had to turn that shit up. Turn it up. Also, some of the songs, like the chill, lo-fi beats that I listen to, they're low, so I could turn them up. And then when the words are on, yeah, that's loud. Was the music loud the whole time, or was it just for that one song it was getting really loud? See, this is feedback I'm getting. This is feedback I'm getting. See? Valuable feedback, right? Valuable feedback. Was the music loud the whole stream? We couldn't even hear you, bro. I don't even know what the fuck you said. I know you just did an hour-long stream. Can you repeat that? I don't even know what the hell you were saying, bro. No, it was only that song. All right, cool. Thank you. See, feedback, right? Feedback's good. When's the last time we got a poll? Yo, what? I mean, we got to go in. Sometimes we got to go in a little hard, you know. We got to go in. We got to go in on them a little bit, but you know, not going to be rude or crazy. We understand. We still got to go in a little bit, you know. We're not going to be, you know, hey, whatever. No score, day job, just Evaverse full-time. Damn, bro, you Evaverse full-time? I mean, the players are good. Look, they're allocating a percentage of 3% of the token for the players that have tickets, badges, and then 45% of the token for the players that are going to grind. So the players, you know, everybody that plays, we're going to be straight. It's the people that bought and hold these. Hey, look, bro, is this a twin? Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo. Hey, that's my twin. Yo. You got different eyes though. You got the enlightened eyes. I got the cyborg red eyes. I like yours better. Oh, is our hair different? Yeah, I think our hair is slightly different. Where that board? What? Where the board? Oh. Oh yeah, and Basio. Put the board on, push Q, and then go to your hoverboard. You can rock a board if Eggshell gave it to you. Oh, that's yours, Eggshell? Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's the holders, dude. I mean, you're gonna get a percentage of 3%, like a 1-2% of the token for the is allocated for the holders. Ooh. I mean, that seems super low, dude. Gods Unchained gave 7%. Splinterlands gave 13%. Eververse going to give 3%? Or less than 3%? 1 to 2%? Oof. Oof. I hope they change that. I hope they change that. I mean, I was expecting 10%. Ugh, 10% for the holders. I was expecting 10%, but all right. You know, I mean, 5%? Can we do 5% for the holders? Oh, my goodness. 1 to 2%. Yee. Rough. But I mean, I will have to say I do like the 45% for the play to earn. That's a huge pot. That's a huge pot. But you're not giving the holders anything in terms of token. You know, and if you're worried about the players dumping, you know, just give it to them over time, the holders, which they are going to do anyway. So I don't know. You know, it's like, oh, you're sitting here begging for money, right? Oh, I'm begging for money. Yeah, I know. I'm begging for money. Hey, you're begging. You're a beggar. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and beg for money. Look, you know, I always say it. These games are gambles and stuff. This is just, hey. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to do all right, especially coming from, you know, Philippines and these poorer countries. You guys are going to do all right. 45% of the tokens going to the grinders. You guys are going to be incentivized to grind like crazy. You're going to get 1%, 2%, 1.5%, whatever, based on how much tokens you got now. Like I said, but it's the holders that are going to get burnt because the holders spent a lot on, you know, the Evaverse first arrivals are expensive. So for them to get such a low amount, that's going to be a knock. You know, who knows what that's going to do to the floor price once that white paper comes out. We're going to be like, oh, we don't get shit. Yeah, you know, I need to get some people. So what's the deal? What's the incentive, Eggshell? I need to get some people. How do I get people like you in my guild that are just going to play 24/7? What's the incentive to be on Team GM? Like who runs Team GM? Well, not 24/7, but still. Who runs Team GM, and what's like the big what's the big thing to like be in it that makes you you know, want to monitor and be a manager over there for free and all this? You just get 100% of the tickets or something? What's the draw? You know, see, this is me getting feedback. I need to learn. I want to learn. How can I up my guild? It's something like that. So you get 100%, 90%, whatever. And that's it. That's the hook. That's enough. All right. Yeah, I gotta find somebody. Yeah, nobody wants to play. So what is it? 90%, 90-10? Is that what the players? See, you got a huge pulse. Your finger on the pulse of like the Filipinos and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I could ask you. You know more than me. So it's 90%. All right. So I could do that. So I think I'm gonna give a scholar 90% if they could grind hard and be like a manager, right? So you're a manager. What do? Do you onboard, offboard? Do you just do stuff in the Discord? What are the the responsibilities of the manager in Team GM? No, I don't think he does go to school or have a job. This is what he does. He gets 90% tickets, and then he gives his parents 90% of those tickets. Hey, that's our culture. That's our tradition. Yeah, but no, I'm curious, Eggshell. What are the responsibilities of being a manager? Parents first, priority as always. Yeah, I mean, that's good. If you have loving, caring parents, yeah, you should. Oh, yeah, he won't admit it. Yeah, you're probably right. And that's fine if he does, because you're not allowed to. So I wouldn't hold that against them. Yeah, if you have loving, caring parents, hell yeah, they should be your first priority, you know? Like, take care of your parents. That's good. But your parents, if they truly do love you and care about you, then they won't want to take your whole shit. They'll want you to have more as well, and that'll be a good relationship, you know? That's how it works. That's how it works, you know? You wouldn't want to use and abuse your kids if you care about them. But same as if you're a kid, you wouldn't want to use or abuse your parents if you care about them. So that's mutual relationship. So that's good, you know. Obviously, though, you know, it's hard to be a good parent, you know. It really is hard. It's difficult to be a parent. Most people are not good parents. You know, it's very, very difficult to be a parent. Have kids and find out, and you will soon see that it is extremely hard to be a parent. It's very difficult. You know, you can mean well and still be a shitty parent. Ask my teammates, they'll tell you that I'm not, oh, you're not the manager. Well, I think Eggshell, what he's doing, he's grinding. You know, he's grinding. He might be making a little something, but really he's you know, he's stacking these tickets, hoping that these tickets work out for him. And also, he's got the skills to be the fastest racer in the game, so any tournament that pops up, he's surely going to join it and most likely going to win it. So yeah, we do need Web 2 people, the traditional gamer people in here. So that's why, but I will say that they're building the game out like it is a Web 2 game, you know? So hey, what's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? We're good. Look, you know, hey, I ain't spreading FUD. I ain't down on the project. I'm still up. Look, that guy he thinks he's taking off with your tickets, or he thinks he's taking off with your skin in your board. He's like, oh shit, I got this skin in the board. I'm out. He bounced. Little does he know, that shit's just lent, bro. Take it easy. You ain't getting away with nothing. He's like, I ain't giving this board back. I'm gonna log out before I have to give it back. Nah, bro, that ain't how it works. Yeah, right? Funny. But yeah, it's still good. We're still good here. You know, I don't want to spread FUD. I just want to spread feedback, ideas, engage in brainstorming and level setting, and bring that player perspective that seems to be just totally disregarded right now. It seems to be not even interested in understanding or feeling or caring. Who gives a shit? I'm Filipino too, and my parents pressure me if I do that, playing all day with no money. Yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, you have to do something. What do you have to get a fucking job. And what do you expect? You can't just sit home all day and fucking watch my stream. You know, what the fuck? You gotta get a job. What are you doing? And then going to school, you're wasting your time going to school. You have to go to school online. That's why they don't like me. You gotta go online. You can learn so much online. If you know you speak English, you write English, go get a fucking Google certification. Go get a fucking Cisco certification. Go get a CompTIA certification. Go get a Microsoft certification. I mean, you will be able to make money. You will be able to make money. Good money. I mean, you can probably start out entry level at like $50,000 a year. That'll probably be amazing for you in the Philippines. You're making $50K a year, you'd probably be fucking balling out. And you could do that. You could get that. 40,000, you know? I mean, come on. So, that's what I would do. Get yourself a certification. Start there. Why would you go to school and waste your time in school? You're gonna get a little dinky certificate or diploma or some stupid thing that only helps you in the Philippines when you get the world at your fingertips on the internet. You're on the computer, you're on the internet, you get the world at your fingertips. Go freaking pay $100 or whatever and get yourself a certification. Study for 4 months or whatever, 3 months. Get yourself certified in something. Go out and make $50,000 a year. Industry standard certification that's recognized worldwide, instead of a little dinky diploma from the Philippines that's only recognized in your country. Come on, internet! The internet has crushed school. People just don't know it yet. People just aren't realizing it yet. The internet has totally destroyed school. You don't need to go to university. It's a waste of your time. People will figure it out though. You gotta do it the hard way. Some people will. I mean, you could go get one of those certs that I mentioned and instantly make $50K a year. Immediately, instantly. Remote, full remote, online, doing it from your home, doing it from your computer. There you go. That's the internet. The internet is a wonderful place. It really opens up all these opportunities for you. You're gonna go get a Filipino certification or a Filipino degree, and it's going to keep you stuck in the Philippines. That's pretty much what it is. It's going to keep you in line with all the other Filipinos that have that same degree and that are encouraged. It's just going to keep you in that shitty loop of poverty. That's what it's going to do. It's going to keep you in that shitty loop of poverty. If you want to break out of that loop, open your eyes to the world of the internet and compete with the world on a global stage instead of just competing with your fellow countrymen. There you go. That just dropped some knowledge. I mean, it sounded pretty good. It sounded pretty good. All right, you gotta go. All right, I'm out. I gotta go. I got to go. Got to roll. All right, GG, bro. Thanks for the races. All right, yeah. Thanks for the chat, everybody. Okie, Drew, Chambers, Little. Oh shit! Did I just freeze the game? I think I did. Hub. The hub. All right, we're back. We're back. Woo wee. Hey, where's my logo? All right, so yeah, bottom line, to sum it all up, we need more player engagement in the Eververse, more immediate impact releases prioritized, and the sky is not falling. We're still in a good place. Delays are normal. It's totally normal. So all right, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Later.